right, KXO Radio, Traci Lyon Ramirez in with you. And you know what, can you go over there and see those patches sticking out of those wires sticking out of that thing right there? Can you run over there and just pull both of them out for me, please? Because pull them out. Just take them out. Just pull straight, real, there you go. Okay, see, now we've got audio coming over here. All right, so now we are ready. Okay, I told you that we were going to talk with the conductor of orchestras from Southwest High School, Matthew Busse, and also I've got Edgar Landa here with us. And good afternoon, gentlemen, and get right up on that microphone.
Good afternoon. How are you?
We are good.
Excellent.
And we're YouTubing today, you guys. So anybody out there, we are actually streaming on YouTube. So this is the first time that I've done an interview where I've actually been watched. I know, and we're moving the hands over here. And this is what we really do behind the scenes that nobody ever sees. So anyways, let's talk about a night at the movies. We've got that coming up on Friday.
Yes. It is a concert. It's going to be one of our first types of concerts that we're going to do this. And the purpose of the concert, obviously, is to sell tickets and raise some money, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But the concert itself is going to feature music from iconic movies, along with some video clips from these movies. So it'll be quite an entertaining. It's not your typical orchestra concert where you go and listen to great music, but now we got some visual and a lot to entertain people. So if hopefully we're playing your favorite movie. If not, then we'll take requests for the next one.
I was going to say every request. So you were just telling me this is such a great program. And what do you play, Edgar?
Oh, I play the cello. The cello?
Yeah. And how long have you been doing that?
Oh, I've been playing since 8th grade.
Since 8th grade? And so tell me more about it. What inspired you for the cello?
So my older brother, Robert, he started playing cello 4 years before I did. From there, I started getting into classical music and stuff. But what really inspired me was a friend of mine named Jose. He played viola during the lunch hours in 7th grade because he just brought it, and then I just liked it, and so I would ask him to borrow it and stuff, and he would always let me play it, and I enjoyed it so much, and then I just decided to join orchestra.
All right, and so where do you plan to go with this? Are you going to go off to music school or something?
No, I'm planning to continue music, but I'm planning to just go into engineering.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
very good.
Yeah.
You can make a better cello.
That's true, huh? Yeah, engineering and
Okay, so Matthew, tell me more about the program and how it goes, and what the kids are up to. And we were talking about where you get some of them that are just beginners, and then by the time they get to you at high school, they know what they're doing.
Right. The program that we have at the high school, we have three levels of orchestras. We have our cadet orchestra, our Philharmonic orchestra, and then our chamber orchestra. The Philharmonic and the chamber orchestra are audition-only groups. And so Edgar, who happens to be, actually as a freshman, he was in the chamber orchestra. It's rare that freshmen get into our top orchestra. Chamber is our top orchestra. And it's a rigorous audition process. And then we also have cadet for those students who don't audition or need to develop their skills a little better. Most of the students we get have played before. They have some experience in our middle school programs at Wilson, and there's Kennedy, and we have a small after-school program at Corfman Middle School. And we just started a program a couple of years ago at Heber Middle School, so now we're expanding our
exposing the children to music.
Exactly. And then and the parents and the community itself. So they come into our program and of varying levels, and I place them accordingly, and we work towards many different things. Obviously, the goal is to get them better and maybe hopefully move up to that chamber orchestra level.
And then so you said that you're an award-winning orchestra, and you've been a lot of places. I was like, you've even been to Carnegie Hall?
Yes. I can't give you dates. I don't remember dates.
That's okay. I wouldn't either.
Years ago, let's just say that. Years ago, I took an orchestra to Carnegie Hall where we performed there at the behest of the Manhattan concert productions. They invited us to perform. Prior to that, we were at Avery Fisher Hall. Now it's renamed the Geffen Hall in Lincoln Center in New York. So we've been to New York twice. We've played at the Orchestra Hall in Chicago, where the Chicago Symphony plays. Last year last year we played at Davies Hall in San Francisco.
Ooh, very good.
So yeah, and a lot of these are by invite. There are organizations where you submit recordings, and they'll go through a bunch of recordings from various schools across the country, and then they select a handful. And so
That's a big honor.
it is, and I hope that people can understand that this is a lot of prestige that our orchestra.
And a lot of work on the kids'
of course,
part, too.
of course.
Yeah.
It does take a lot of dedication. And
Okay, so now the night at the movies, that's coming up on Friday. The doors open at 6 o'clock. They said pre-sale tickets. Do you still have pre-sale tickets?
yes, we have plenty of tickets. I would recommend calling Southwest High School, the ASB office. There's some tickets through the ASB office. And Edgar's going to read you that number because I don't have my glasses on. Oh, no, that's my office number.
Oh, that's your
yeah,
office
that's
number?
You can call my office number. It's 760-370-8866. You could also, like I said, send me an email. My email is mbusse@cuhsd.net. We're more than happy, and we want to invite all the community out. And I know we have a lot of visitors that visit our Sunbeam and Niland, and so come out and hear a great group of kids playing some great music that you're familiar with, and I think you'll really enjoy this show.
Okay, and so some of the tickets, the money that you're raising here, you're getting ready to try to go somewhere else now.
Yes. This year we're planning on going to Orlando, Florida, as part of the American String Teachers Association National Orchestra Festival. And this, yet again, is another program where they encourage high schools to submit recordings, and then they'll pick maybe about 10 from across the country. We've done this organization before. We've performed in Atlanta with them a couple of years ago. It's just that every year the conference travels, so they try to move around the country. I think a couple of years ago it was in Santa Fe. This year it's in Orlando. It's a good chance for these guys to actually get to Orlando. So again, it's a great opportunity.
How excited are you about that?
I'm really excited because I get to go with all my friends, and I really love my friends, and so being able to go to a play across the country is a great opportunity for anything.
And the rest of the orchestra, the rest of the kids in the orchestra, how are they all feeling about this? And name some of the other instruments that you've got going on.
Yeah, everybody else is excited. We're all on board on going to Florida. Also, there's the violin, the viola, my cello, and then the bass, and those are the four instruments we have in orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I just wanted to clarify that. I know when people think orchestra, they're thinking the whole symphony orchestra. Well, in education these days, and especially in America, we kind of divide our instruments. Wind instruments go to band, string instruments go to what they call orchestra. So we're technically a string orchestra. But
You got some rock and roll orchestra stuff in there?
we may. Hold up, and that's our next one.
Where you see them on on America's Got Talent or whatever, and they're just jamming all over that thing.
Right.
Bam, bam, bam,
Well,
bam, bam.
I'm glad you brought that up because just kind of a little teaser. On December 11th, we're doing a Christmas concert, and you'll see some of that, things like that. So hopefully you'll have us back before our Christmas concert, and we'll talk a little bit about that.
We could do that.
Yeah.
How exciting, how exciting. So anything else that you guys want to add? Because I am going to play a song, and the song that you sent me is called Festival of Gold.
No, that's what we actually performed in in San Francisco. That's the one at Davies Hall. The actual piece that we performed it's called Molly on the Shore by an Australian composer, Percy Granger, who uses a lot of British folk tunes, and it's just a really fun piece that the kids love to play. As a matter of fact, they still love to play it, and I'm trying to say let's move on. But they do. They love to play it, and that's the key though. If you enjoy what you're playing, your heart's going to be in it, and all those things. It's not going to be a chore. It's going to be enjoyable, and just music in general. The fact that we have this in the Valley, and the fact that we can teach these things and have an orchestra in the Valley, and an award-winning one like you mentioned earlier, is very important. And I hope that the community can come out and help support these guys.
All right, sounds good. All right, so I would like to thank you. That's Matthew Busse and Edgar Landa. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you doing YouTube with me for the very first time. We are YouTube stars, and we're radio stars, too. So let's hear that song. And you guys get a hold of him Friday night. That's a night at the movies at Southwest High School, Jimmy Cannon Theater.